Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is a Let's Play Danganronpa 2 Part 19. Yes, that is the correct answer. In the previous video, we wrapped up our investigation into old Mahiru's death, and we decided that we think the person who did it is... I don't know, dude. I got no idea. Don't we have like one new skill to set? Actually, no, we still have a couple from that first time. We can, extra time. Oh boy, I do be liking extra time. And, sure, I think that's all we got. That's all we got. Let's go. We'll keep it on normal, for now, or probably forever, just because, honestly, I don't really like the mini games that much. So, making those more manageable for me is probably better. I mean, really, the only one I like is Spinny Spin Fun Time.
Now then, let's
I feel like
begin
that's
with a simple explanation of the class trial.
the best core game, and thankfully it is the one that like the trials are built around for the most part. But yeah, all the others, not really a huge fan of them.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will. I'll punish everyone.
We're familiar.
No matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Cruel rule. She's got
Now
bars,
then,
dude.
Let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
Rude.
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
So who all has actually beaten the game?
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
Well, there's like some girls, and then they get murdered. The end.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
It's fucking preposterous.
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, and Boy F. The high school girl who got killed at the beginning. Tsukiyumi, Koizumi, yeah, so we still don't know who Sato is. And we're not entirely sure if the first person who was killed is Sato or Kuzuru. I think the first person killed is Kuzuru, who would be Fuyuhiko's sister, we can assume. And then the person who did the killing and was later murdered is the mysterious Sato. But it could be vice versa. We can't really assume one way or the other. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity of Girl A is, I don't actually remember. Was it Mikon?
I see! Girl A is probably Mikon Tsumiki.
Yes, you've been outed as the murderer you are.
Timid
Finally.
tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A.
You mean sounds like? There was no voice acting, Hajime.
Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
Also, they're using your likeness. You can sue for that.
A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
Shut up, Girl B.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
She's right. The one who said that was... Pretty sure it was Girl B.
I
Or was she
see.
Girl D? No, she was... Yeah, because Girl D is
Girl
photograph
B was
girl.
short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Yeah.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
I guess that's a Boogie? Hyper, energetic, and unique. Oh boy, I guess that has to be a Boogie.
I see!
Now,
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
It's already Tuesday. That's not true. It's Monday still, but whatever.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Girl D. There's only one person that is Mahiru. So wait, Girl D is Mahiru?
I see.
Girl D is Mahiru.
So Girl
The
D
victim in this case.
is let's reconnect. So Sato kills Kuzuru because Kuzuru is being mean to Mahiru. Once again, I mean, this still just points back to Fuyuhiko, because then he would have reason, like the reason his sister would have been killed then is because of Mahiru, right? Like that was her friendship with who we presume Sato, who we presume Sato is or Girl E is what caused her to kill Kuzuru.
Yeah, that's correct.
I think
Let's skip Girl E
just-
and talk about Guy F.
My brain just fell apart there. I mean, it's got to be Fuyuhiko.
I see.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
Oh yeah, F for Fuyuhiko, right?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
Oh, it's Kuzuryu? I've been saying it wrong. Oh well.
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji,
Sayanji.
Yoda,
See, that's how I've been
Sato.
saying it.
Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Kuzuryu? Yeah, I guess that is kind of how it's spelled. Well, whatever.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
Reason Fuyuhiko's last name appears twice. It's true I have a hunch, but call me out like that. Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason, it's because he had, I mean, I don't know if it's old. I mean, it's his sister. They never specify if it's older or little. I mean, little sister?
I can prove it with this. In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
Okay. I mean, I don't remember them specifying if it was a little sister or not. Maybe they did, but...
Hmm? What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
Oh yeah, it did say little sister. Well, you know what?
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
Oh god, he is not looking good. I don't want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. Only character in the game I could see is high school girl who died at the beginning. Dude, we're killing it, man. Granted, these are all
High
very
school
easy
girl who was
questions.
the first victim in the game.
With the exception of the
One person
sister
I can
thing,
beat
that's
her.
kind of a trick question, and we just got lucky. That bitch. Girly, was it? That bitch. That definitely sounds like
Based on Guy
Fuyuhiko.
F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
Do you want to throw up food in my mouth later?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Most definitely alive.
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
Yeah.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events.
I mean, plenty of things are based on true events and are still fabrications.
That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago.
What?
I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
Just the other day. You know, 2 years ago.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot.
Yeah, he's the
You suspect he's
obligatory
the killer?
first red herring.
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
All right.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki.
All right, we get
and
it.
The first victim in the game,
You gotta talk a little bit faster,
high
Gundam.
school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Yeah. Now we don't know who that is.
Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Yeah, I don't get the reference either.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Wow, rude. I mean, Owari, isn't that like a... It's like a province. That's not that special of a name, isn't it? What the heck? Isn't that a wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Yeah, get to the point.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way!
Is this scripted? Did they practice this? Is this the return of the Mono comedy hour?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Yeah.
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Okay, Girl D killed because Girl E was Fuyuhiko's sister, witnessed the murder, interfered, was the killer.
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Actually, so Girl D is the one who killed Girl E because she's the Avenger of Justice, and once Girl E had committed a crime, she had to be punished. There you go. That's the theory.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that, a diagram.
Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
Okay, so all the girls are outside, then they go around, they get in.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
So,
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
yeah, I guess so.
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
Nerd!
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was
Sorry,
in
I
front
had
of the
to
music
respond to
room
a
on the
text
second
message real
floor,
quick.
and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked.
Mm-hmm.
So Girl D went to get the key from the office. And when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside,
They found Chickadee.
they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there.
So I guess the question is, like, what broke the window
The
then?
sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, So they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, that's what happened.
An understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
Can she do our mini games for us?
Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
I mean, she could still be a pervert.
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Yeah.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
Okay.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
That could be possible.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls
Okay,
were
never
waiting
mind.
if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
I feel you, Neko.
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
I mean, she basically confessed. It's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? Guess we need to clear that up first. Alright, see if we can figure this out. Stolen swimsuit, entrance hall photo, broken... Oh god, lots of stuff. So we're gonna need to... Definitely gonna need to take some time to review all of our potential stuff. So what's on here again? Stolen school swimsuit. We'll just go one by one down there. Okay. The swimsuit was stolen. So Girl E's swimsuit was stolen. Okay. How do I switch stuff again? You switch with... You switch with... None of these buttons say switch, move, aim, reticle, fast forward, select. Oh, select. Okay. Entrance hall photo. So that's when the one they took right at the start here. Okay, doesn't seem that important. Broken vase photo. Now the broken vase photo was taken afterwards by Girl D.
She just broke...
Victim's crime scene photo. Probably shouldn't be taking photos of the crime scene if you want to pretend that you weren't actually there. I don't think that's important either.
And escaped outside.
I mean, stolen school swimsuits seems to be the only thing that could...
So how did Girl E get from outside the school
Outside the
to the
school.
front of the music room?
Entrance hall
To go
photo.
back to the...
I mean, let's look at the photo again. At what appears to be an entrance hall. We'll look at the vase again. The vase was broken in the classroom next to the music room. Maybe broken vase photo?
You need to go through the entrance hall.
Need to go through the entrance hall.
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
Other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shatter.
It was not a window. Blast them.
No, that's wrong.
Now,
First of
I don't know how
all,
that
the sound
proves
the
what
girls
we're
heard
trying to
wasn't the
say,
window
but
break.
that is a contradiction.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
What?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Okay, so how did she break the vase?
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key.
Okay, so all that happened before they even got there.
With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room.
Mm-hmm.
All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
How loud is this vase, by the way?
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So,
The
when
girlie's
the four of
pretty
them
smart.
ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
And how does this help us?
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
I mean, like, I feel like we don't need to go into this much detail on the case, but, you know, whatever.
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Like, I feel like we need to more learn about what happened to Mahiru, not what happened in the game. Like, I get that it's important for establishing the motive and everything, but...
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit.
Oh no, you can't leave. There's no bathroom breaks in the class trials.
Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You won't be the only one.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though.
A fish tank.
Now then,
It's the only thing that was in the
will you
room?
guys be able to figure it out?
Bashed her with a frickin' fish tank, dude. An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. We're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear. Then I'll have to do it. I'll do it! What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you about regarding the white noise in the non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable, and you won't destroy them in one shot. Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot them with a silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if it sets a gem to the white noise won't appear at all, you get the gist right. Here's the debate is getting tougher, so I've obtained some very useful information. I've heard there's this guy named Gun something. Apparently he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Gun something. I wonder who that is. It's probably Nekumari, right? Was that a line just now? Well then, good luck and have fun. I mean, we might hang out with Gundam, but it's not because he's given us a better thingy, you know? Broken fish tank. I feel like it's that. Granted, the fact that it's the default one makes me a little sus.
A weapon and some...
I feel like anytime, like whatever the default one is, you always want to switch at least once. What does it say? Broken fish tank. I mean, how do you kill someone with a fish tank? I feel like it wouldn't, because I mean, look at the way it's cracked. If you smash someone's head through it, it would be like a bigger hole. What else is there? Broken fish tank, escape route, stolen school swimsuit. A broken window. You can't leave the music without passing through the entrance hall. Oh wait, vase. The vase could be the thing. But no, because if she was killed beforehand and the vase was broken later.
What about broken glass?
Broken glass. Are you supposed to agree,
Isn't
right?
the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
I kind of agree, but we'll let everything
That's
go
too
through.
big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Not
Why
an
are
option.
you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
What?
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If
That-
it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death,
How do you beat them with gravel?
it should have had blood stains.
Had blood stains. Got a good point. Broken fish tank. Gravel and water were scattered everywhere, but I mean, the water wouldn't wash away the blood stains. Maybe the flowers are stained with blood. I don't... Yeah, I got no clue, in all honesty. Just kind of... I'm looking. Broken fish tank? Killer's escape route? Stolen school swimsuit?
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
Was there?
She beat her to death with her fists!
I think that's possible. An unconventional weapon. Apparently it appeared in the game, but...
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Broken glass.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Okay. I was a little... What's the connection between what you're saying and attacking someone with a fish tank? Isn't that like... Isn't blue agree?
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Stolen school swimsuit?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Broken vase photo.
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation conduct.
It's on that big a scale?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Beating her with gravel. Like,
If
that
it's
doesn't
a
even
weapon
make
that was
sense
used
to
to
me.
beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Maybe victim's
there a
crime
weapon with
scene
blood?
photo on... Because she's not that bloody. I mean, she's got blood, but, you know, you could maybe get away with not having... Let's try
She
this.
beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music
I
room.
don't
What about
think
broken
this
glass?
is
Isn't the
correct,
cause of
but
death
it's worth
when
a
she
shot.
attacked her-
That's too big to be.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Okay, nope. Oh, whoops, I didn't actually mean to skip there. I was
A
holding
weapon
the B
inside the
button for
music
some
room,
reason.
huh?
Broken fish tank.
What about broken glass?
Stolen school swimsuit.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Maybe gravel, broken
Then
fish
she
tank?
attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's
Where
on
was
that big a
gravel?
How about beating her with
Oh,
gravel
oh,
instead?
here it
If
is.
it's a weapon that was used to beat them to
I thought
death,
she was
it should have
after
had
Hiyoko.
She beat her to
And
death
she
with
comes
her
back
fists!
again. Because I knew Ibuki was at the end,
Weapon
but...
inside the music. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death?
Then she attacked her with.
That's too big to be.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any... None of these make sense. Isn't gravel too small? She would obviously have blood all over it. Like, I agree. I definitely agree.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Stolen school swimsuit.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the
Maybe
head?
use the swimsuit to wipe up the
Then
blood?
she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation can.
It's on that big a scale?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Nope. You've never beaten someone before, you've slit someone's head and a surprising amount of blood shoots out.
Damn it!
I mean, I feel like that's a valid argument,
inside the
using the
music room,
swimsuit to...
What about broken glass?
Broken fish tank?
Isn't the
Killers-
cause of death a blow to the...
Killer's escape route. I feel like this is not that hard. I'm just like, I guess I'm just blanking. A broken window. I mean, did the glass go in or out? I was thinking maybe she was actually like pushed in from the outside, but I don't see anything about like mentioning where the glass. No, because there'd be glass everywhere on the ground then. Tipped over, gravel and water. Like this one doesn't make any sense to me. Like I'm accepting blame on this one, but like I don't understand, really. Because, like, I mean, the vase doesn't make any sense because if it's in the next classroom and if it was broken after she was killed, and then it doesn't answer the blood question.
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
And we tried to agree with that and it didn't work.
Then the piano.
Fists.
Why are you going even bigger?
Can we agree with fists?
The investigation.
It's on that big a
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
God. Unconventional
A
weapon.
weapon inside the music room, huh?
Whoa, wait, let's look at the... Can we see anything in the photo? Not really. I'm like, I feel so freaking stupid. Gravel and water were scattered everywhere. I mean, it doesn't... Killer's escape route? I mean, I guess Killer's escape route glass, we could try that.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going...
The
There
investigation.
still would be blood. Oh, we ran out of time. Oh, shit. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Yeah, I don't... I'm accepting blame for this, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to do.
We will never give up!
Like, nothing here makes sense to me. Like, I mean, I'm missing something. Broken fish tank. Like, I mean, I feel like that makes sense. The blood would, water would
inside the music room, huh?
wash away the blood.
What about broken glass?
Oh, okay. It'll just ruin my theory's credibility.
Damn it.
Making a stupid joke.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Broken vase photo.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Maybe broken
Then
fish
she
tank.
attacked her with the fish tank.
Bloodstains?
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
Because there aren't
It's on
really
that big a
many
scale, too.
How about beating her with
bloodstains.
gravel?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Nope. I mean, like, I agree,
Damn
but
it.
nothing has blood on it.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her.
That's too big to be...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
I mean, like,
It's
I
on
feel like
that
we just
big
have to do this, like,
Beating her with gravel.
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them, it should have had blood stains.
Nope. I mean, so we're in trial and error territory because none of these make any sense, like, logically to me.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Killer's
What about
escape
broken
route.
glass?
Isn't the cause of
We're gonna
death?
try
Then she
everything on
attacked her with
It's too big
Fuyuhiko's.
to be...
Then the piano.
Why are you
Then
going...
we're just gonna have to go down the
It's on
list
that
because
big
this
a
one
scale.
makes
How
no
about
sense
beating
to
her
me.
with gravel and
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them, it should have had blood stains.
Nope. I mean, like,
Damn it!
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
broken
What about
vase
broken glass?
photo. It doesn't... Honestly, I think I might pause and think for a second. Because obviously, like, I mean, it's embarrassing, but I do not understand, like, in the slightest. None of these make any sense to me. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll pause, and then we'll come back when I figure out what we're supposed to do.
Agree with that.
That doesn't make any sense!
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
I'm fucking, like, so close to just canceling the Let's Play. I don't even know what I did. It's been, like, I literally did, like, every single fucking combination possible. It was broken vase photo, I think? And gravel? Not fish tank and gravel. Nah, dumbass.
My goodness. I got it right.
I don't even know what it
and I was
was.
just throwing things out there.
Or was it swimsuit and gravel?
Just as I thought.
It was
I'm
something that made
chosen by the gods.
literally no sense, and it's the shittiest fucking prompt in the entire series, at least up to this point.
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
What?
A bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit.
That is so illogical. Like, no, it's not the swimsuit was used to remove the blood. No, that's stupid. It's the swimsuit had gravel from the fish tank placed inside of it? Or I guess it's separate gravel, even though you would think that'd be pretty obvious because fish tank gravel is very different. And I feel like that's worth mentioning.
If you tie the swimsuit like a bag,
It's
and
just
stuff
like
it full
got
of
me in a
gravel,
bad
it'd
mood.
make an effective weapon.
Because that's so stupid. I mean, it's not... that stupid. It's just based on the information given and the fact that you're supposed to connect swimsuit and gravel together.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the Ace Attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
It's like, I hate it when the game does this shit with like these stupid prompts, because then it puts me in a bad mood for the next like 20 minutes, and then like the rest of the video I'm just pissed off.
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen.
I mean, she could have just taken her swimsuit. She didn't have to use it as the murder weapon.
And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
And also, technically, the swimsuit does not show up in the game. We're just told that it's disappeared.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
It's stupid.
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Wasn't really an accomplice.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
Well, an accomplice is someone who helps you with a crime. See, I know you don't know that because you're in 2nd grade. You maybe haven't learned that word yet.
The piece of Vase that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
Oh, the photo. Oh, yeah. I thought
And
Girl E was the one
apparently
who
the
took the
reason
photo
Girl
and threw
E
it away.
committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument.
I'm still mad about this swimsuit gravel bullshit.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
I mean, I'm not saying it, like, it kind of makes sense. Like, I can buy the idea that she used the swimsuit with gravel, even though that's, like, such a, like, it's kind of stupid. Like, if you're gonna kill someone, that's not really the best way to do it. And, I mean, think of, like, I mean, you'd really have to beat the shit out of someone to kill them with gravel. It'd be messy. It would take a long time. Like, that's not a quick one and done thing. You're better off just, like, throwing her through the window and using the glass, like,
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
But yeah, like, you know, that's not the problem, right? The problem is the fact that based on the information given you, connecting swimsuit and gravel together is completely illogical.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back.
Yeah, you just made them unconscious by accident. People do that all the time, right?
I somewhat understand that feeling.
What?
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
I mean, the only person we can think of is Guy F. I don't really 100% buy that,
See.
but it's the obvious answer.
It should have been Guy F.
Or Guff. I'll never forgive her!
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
Like, Gundam, please just talk more. It makes me less angry when I hear you speak your nonsense.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, even if Hiyoko is the one who killed Girl E in real life, that has no bearing on the Clash trial.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
Because we're not trying to solve the Twilight murder mystery, we're trying to solve Mahiru's death in this game called Danganronpa 2. I don't know, you may have heard of it?
That is, I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were, like, totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer.
Well, see, the fact that you're saying it just makes it true, like, not true,
No
because
one
you're
would kill a
wrong.
nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko.
I don't think Fuyuhiko has the stones to kill anyone.
Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
I mean, they're not unrelated, but they're not as related as the game is trying to make it, I believe. I mean, they're related. There's an important shared point with Girl E and Mahiru's murder. The crime scene photo? Nope. Okay.
Crap!
I mean, they're the same. The bat, maybe?
I can prove it
Okay.
with this.
I mean, that's what I was going for, was the fact that the...
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
I still kind of... I'm entertaining the idea that the one who killed Girl E was actually Mahiru. And maybe Mahiru being killed in the same way was some weird, like, vengeance from this serial killer person.
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true, Fuyuhiko may
Yeah,
look
that's what I've been
suspicious.
saying. Unless they're
Don't you
like...
think that'd be too obvious?
They make it, like, so obvious that you're supposed to dismiss him as a suspect, and then it's like, actually, yeah, it was just him.
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
So Pico saying this, she was at very low sus, but this pretty much clears her of any suspicion.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Yeah?
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Now, also, I don't think it's Hiyoko.
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
I think she's more likely than Fuyuhiko, but still relatively unlikely.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
I got no comment on that insult. Iron barred window. So, I mean, whoever it was, like, we can assume the real killer escaped through the window,
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll?
but we don't know who could have escaped. So it's probably going to be they're going to bring up the footsteps, and then we probably counter with the iron barred window. Unless you hitch a piggyback ride from someone. But didn't Akane say something about there was a way to do it without a like on their own? Can't really remember.
Accusing me of killing Mahiru?
There's a shower? Trash can, I mean?
So mean!
Obviously
Why do
faking
you
it.
doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
Didn't go. Okay, so we want to say...
Wishing Mr. Ants all day.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I know it's... The question is... We don't have, like, the gummy or anything. Shower's out of order, can't be used. What else? What all do we have again? Iron barred window, footprints, and we have footprints, I guess.
Killing Mahiru?
Yeah, it's just footprints.
You're
It-
so mean!
Why do you doubt? Do you know where Hiyoko? She was at the beach house.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
Get blasted.
No, that's wrong.
Like, how is that anywhere on the same level as gravel swimsuit?
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't.
But these footprints
I'm gonna
in the
be
sand
pissed
in
about
front
the
of
gravel
beach house,
swimsuit thing for the rest of
aren't
the
they
game.
yours?
Like, I'm gonna bring it up probably at least once every 2 videos, because it's stupid.
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are.
Don't decide that based on ugliness.
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange.
As a foot fetish connoisseur, I can prove you wrong.
The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected?
Those are
I never gave you
obviously just
permission to
poorly
collect
drawn
that, you
ovals,
nasty pedo.
Nagito.
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
Oh yeah, I guess they could have entered through the outside. I didn't consider that as a possibility.
A different entrance. Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
I mean, that also makes sense.
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Ah, I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach house.
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
She's got a point.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Did you really think I'd believe that?
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
Okay.
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves.
Haven't you called people liars many times?
If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Okay. Letter on Mahiru? Probably that.
I did go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk.
Only during the morning
I
walk.
didn't go any other time.
Any other time. We'll let it play out.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
At the beach house?
Obviously not.
Blast.
Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her?
Oh wait, that's probably not it. Yeah,
Damn
but
it.
like, we know you like met up, yo.
I did.
Actually, what does the letter say now I think about it? I don't actually remember. Change the time and place. I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30. I mean, I guess that technically there's no proof that she went to meet up, even though we know she did because of the gummy and stuff, and
But
she was
only during my morning walk.
there. What else is there?
I didn't
Footprints,
go any
metal
other
bat,
time.
shower room, window.
Then you didn't meet up with at the beach house?
Saying I met up with her when I never even... Is this a panel of idiots?
I guess it's letter on the first one. 'Cause, I mean, technically,
I did go to the beach house,
the letter doesn't imply. I
but
mean,
only during my morning walk.
okay, it is that.
No, that's wrong.
I feel like it kind of works for both of them, but I think the first one is the most correct.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
Because if we accept that the letter means she met her, then it also would count as a contradiction for her saying she never met up. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. Well, we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the time and place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. Now, we also technically don't know this is actually from Hiyoko. It is possible this is a forgery. Or, you know, someone writing it as Hiyoko. Everybody bad at the end ended up suspecting us for no reason.
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
You know, because actually now that I think about it, the trash cans are like full of drinks, right? Which kind of implies that whoever was there were there for a long time. So maybe they did meet up in the morning. Nah, never mind. I was gonna say maybe they met up in the morning and then she met up with, I don't know. then just scrap that. Because like I was thinking maybe like they met up in the morning and then they'd been drinking and partying the whole time, and then she left to go to the same location she was at 2:30. Never mind.
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Yeah, like I think it's actually entirely possible she didn't actually write it.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach.
Now it's possible maybe they were. Let me read the letter again. Change the time and place. So they were supposed to be meeting up somewhere else. And so if the note is forged, then Hiyoko would have been where they were normally supposed to be. They don't show up. She goes to explore. She shows up around 3-ish after the murder has happened, sees Mahiru's body, and then runs away.
I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
Yeah, so I mean, there's no way she would have... She wouldn't have stayed at the scene of the crime for like over an hour.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
No, that's entirely way too long.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house.
I certainly didn't see a dead body or nothing.
I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
Now, the one thing, I still have a question. I don't know, for the body discovery announcement, I don't know if it counts the killer as the third person. Because we know the third person to see it was Kazuchi, right? So second would have probably been Hiyoko, not Hiyoko, Hiyoko. And then first is either the killer or potentially Fuyuhiko?
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously? I don't know! I didn't even write that letter!
I hate to say it, but I believe her.
I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
Okay, maybe I don't believe her anymore.
Is she
Out of spite.
crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along.
No. Also, Pico, quit saying this. You're making yourself more sus by continuing this bogus line of questioning.
That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right? Oh, the closet?
Here! The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
You're telling me, like, I'm supposed to believe she was just hiding in the closet eating gummies, waiting for her that entire time?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence.
I don't think she's that dumb.
Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery.
Gundam, just please keep talking. You will let the salt wash away.
Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar.
Like a familiar.
When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated
But not that swift, though, 'cause she
Mahiru's body
she
would be
still took
blocking
an
the door
hour.
at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
Incorrect.
We have presented the proof. My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out.
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
She's correct.
Who's someone? Whose trap is it? It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe?
Yeah.
The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
Why would she wear the mask?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice!
Oh god, is it time for another nerd rant? I think this is a decent-ish place to stop. I'm gonna take a bit of a break, let the salt over the swimsuit gravel nonsense wash away, and I'll come back in a little bit and we'll continue the trial in the next video. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye guys.